come. Milo, hey, come. Stay. Okay, come.
So he's at the door. He thinks he's going to go out. Well, first of all, he wants to already put his nose out. So I'm going to go ahead. I don't want that. So I'm going to use my body and I'm going to back him up. An open door does not mean you get to go. One of the most important things to do as a leader is to own. You got to own the resources. One of the resources is thresholds. When dogs want to go to be in the car, they want to go outside, they want to go out and go potty, they want to go out and go for a walk, whatever it is. They want to get to the next place. Well, that's a resource, and it's through your thresholds, right? And so an open door does not mean it gets to go. So just a minute ago, when I started to go, I opened this. So he was already going to stick his nose out. I'm going to use my body. I'm going to say back. He doesn't have a sit and he doesn't have a down yet. But he doesn't have to have that for this to work for you.
If you would like to learn more about dog training, then please click the subscribe button, turn on all notifications, and you will be notified about our latest videos.
Back. So the door is open. Back. And I'm going to use my body back to own the space. The door is wide open. But you need to do this so no matter, like your front door, your back door, you don't want dogs bolting out the door, right? Back. If he had to sit, I could sit him. I'm just going to wait. Now this is respect though. What am I looking for before I go through? Back. I'm looking for a surrendered mindset. He's just waiting. Then, what do I do when I want to go through? I lead him out. I don't have to say, okay. I'm not saying, let's go. Now I'm going to walk back in. When I watched you, he didn't want to come in initially when you first got here. What I would have done, you were very nice about it. What I would have done is I would have, when I ask a dog and they don't do it, then I'm going to show them, no, we're going to go. He puts on the brakes. Well, now I'm going to make you. I'm going to ask him, I'm going to show him, and I'm going to make him all calm, not escalating my tone or frustration. And I don't yet, all I would have done is I would have held the line, made sure he couldn't have slipped his collar because he was wearing a flat collar. And because you were nice about it and you invited multiple times, right? Trying to coax him in. But once you asked, he didn't follow. And then you kind of show him a little bit, make a little bit of tension, put on the brakes and became a mule, opposition reflex. Well, now we're going. And so you're going to calmly drag his little butt in and he's going to find out, oh, I didn't die. It's okay in here. It's actually warmer in here than out there. We want to invite, we want to make it a nice experience. We want them to want to do it. But guess what? Dogs do what benefit them. And if he learns that on leash with you, he needs to follow because you're just going. He's going to follow even if he doesn't want to because he learns that's the discipline and the structure of being on leash with you. But when the human stops, and I see it all the time in the kennel, when somebody's coming in the office, the dog will stop at the threshold and the person will turn around and face the dog, and now they're negotiating. The dog is right there, and the human's on one side of the door, the dog is on the other.
That's what I did.
And they're negotiating. They're like, come on, come on. And the dog is like, nope.
So
instead of just getting a line, and we're going.
Okay, so the mistake that I've been making since I've had him, the threshold control is something that I'm trying. But what I do is I make him stay, and then I get into the space.
And then you bring him in.
And then I invite him in.
Yep.
Instead of what you're doing is
follow.
you're following.
Yeah,
Okay.
and let's say you don't have a leash on. Let's say you're going from the front yard to the backyard, and you're owning your space, so the dogs are not busting out, right? So that's also in that course I was telling you about, that if you want to buy, because I have multiple dogs, and I'm owning the space, and they all are sitting respectfully, I open the slider, and I walk through, and they all follow, and that's what I would encourage you to do. You have multiple dogs. Own the space. So I go to open the door. He's, hey, back. So I can preface it before I open the door because he's going to be learning it. Back. I set my expectation. I go to open the door. If he sticks his nose in there, back. And I step into him, make him backing up, make him give up his space, right? Back. I open the door. An open door does not mean he gets to go. Okay? And then when I'm ready, I just go. Now, let's say he wasn't on leash and you're just going out your back door. Come on. Come on. And you're just going out your back door. If you walk through and they're like, what are we supposed to do? Pat your leg. come on. As I'm walking, I'd be like, come on. And then they come out, and then they run out and play. Or they run out to go potty. Come on. So I'm just giving your dog some direction with a little bit of invitation sound. Okay? It's just that simple. But can I ask you a question, though? How many times did I say his name? And how many times did I address him? I didn't much, did I? I watched what he was doing. I established a boundary. I said the expectation of back. I followed through if he didn't do it. I opened the door, made him wait. When I had the correct mindset, now I've accomplished the purpose of the exercise. And now I can go through, and he just follows. And it wasn't excitement. There's no good boy or come on or let's go. I don't want that. Just follow me. Calm.
Till the next lesson, we just thank you so much for listening. We hope you gained some value. And again, your dog will never be what you want him to be until you're the leader they need you to be. And we just thank you for your time, and we'll see you next time.